Hello, I'm Monobrow Man, recording his third video of the day because I'm bored, I have nothing to do, and I'd feel guilty wasting this time because it's the last day I have alone in the house. Yeah, so I was kind of struggling for ideas, as I always have been, to be honest. And as I was thinking of an idea, I remembered, hey, I watched Toy Story 4 the other week. So originally I was going to make a review of the film, but then I realised that would mean I'd have to write a script, and I can't be bothered to do that. And also, it probably wouldn't do well because, you know, we've got so many talented people already doing them. I don't hate any of these people, by the way. But then I thought, well, what's the other part of the film that everyone's going to be talking about? Ducky and Bunny. So I thought these characters were actually quite humorous. They were definitely the best part of the film by far. And if Pixar isn't already planning on making a spin-off series about them, they probably should, because the kids in the cinema were all laughing at them, and yeah, understandably so. Key and Peele, they did a pretty good job, yeah. Nice. However, as funny and as good as Ducky and Bunny were, they will never be able to live up to the expectations set by Spike and Whitey from Flushed Away. If you haven't seen Flushed Away, I don't like you. Like, Flushed Away is actually a brilliant film. Like, it's Aardman's first fully CGI film. I think it might not be, but even if it isn't, it's one of their first, and I will say it's pretty damn good. I know they were partnered with DreamWorks at the time, and they were probably the ones doing it, but still, it looks very nice. It looks like it could fit in the universe of Wallace and Gromit, and as you know, I'm a pretty big fan of Wallace and Gromit. Like, I understand the personalities of every single character. Like, I know exactly what they would say, how they would react to any situation. I'll just play a clip from that video already.
I already have, you stupid idiot. But seeing as you asked so nicely, I suppose I may as well just play another one. What?
But as good as all the jokes are, as funny as all the scenes are, as quotable as it is, I can't think of any quotes. The best part of the film by far is Spike and Whitey. This is how you do a comedic duo in a kids film. I like Ducky and Bunny. They're very humorous, but ultimately they feel like the same character. It doesn't feel like two different personality types working off of each other. It just feels like the same character talking to each other. And I mean, I know they are attached quite literally to each other, but I don't know what this video is. This is a very dumb video. Now, Spike and Whitey, they are polar opposites in almost every field. Spike is an egotistical maniac who just wants to see the world burn, and Whitey is a kind-hearted soul, an ex-lab rat who used to be dark grey, but after the big shampoo job, his scalp just turned completely white, but it did clear up his dandruff.
I used to work in a laboratory up top, yeah? Big shampoo job. I was dark grey when we started, yeah. Still, it cleared up my dandruff.
But together, they make the unstoppable force that is the minions of, the Toad Man. They also get some incredible character development. I don't understand how they're able to handle all of these characters. Like, people say that Avengers Infinity War did so well because it was able to balance all these characters. Well, people don't give enough credit to Flushed Away, which came out over a decade earlier. Like, we find out so much about all of these characters in just a span of 90 minutes. Like, we find out Spike's middle name was Leslie, but then he changed it to Danger.
Danger is my middle name. I thought it was Leslie.
We know that Spike loves bingo and that Whitey loves Scrabble.
Bingo! Scrabble.
Enough games.
And we know they have Ratmobiles. Think about that for a second. So you know the Batmobile that Batman drives around in? Well, they've got their own version, and it's called the Ratmobile. Genius. And also, I'll be completely honest, Flushed Away has a killer soundtrack. Like, can we talk about the soundtrack for a minute? We got Dancing With Myself in the opening, representing how Roddy is all alone and has no one. Kinda like me. And it plays with dolls as well. That's exactly what I do. Actually, I'm joking. Teddy is a real person with real emotions, and if you disagree, you're wrong. And then we got the song that he's that's playing while he gets flushed down the toilet. Yeah, that's pretty good. Also, can we talk about this moment when Roddy's trying to keep afloat, so he grabs hold of something, he looks at it, and then screams, and then realises it's just a bar of chocolate. I never got that joke as a kid, but now I watched the film recently, and it was actually the funniest fucking thing. I genuinely laughed out loud when that happened, yeah. I laugh at poo jokes. I am 12. Also, the slugs. You got the slugs, which are basically just minions, but less annoying. Don't at me. They're not nearly as annoying as me though, and I'll prove it by setting up a poll. Here, vote. Who's more annoying, me or the minions? It's me, just saying. Now, Toy Story 4 has a decent amount of humour, like I said, but it all comes from Ducky and Bunny. Because they're very good comedic reliefs, I will give it that. But the whole joke about, you know, Buzz Lightyear using his inner voice to try and lead him to where he needs to go. Now, I would expect Toy Story 1 Buzz to do that, but the Buzz we know that we've grown to know in the last 3 films, he would not do that. He's much smarter than that. Even the Toy Story shorts portray him as being smarter than that. Like, I don't understand. That is the one problem with the film. Buzz Lightyear and well, I don't really care about the rest of the guys, but Buzz Lightyear especially was really he didn't serve a big enough role, which was really, really important to me. And the ending, which I won't give away too much, but it doesn't feel, you know, as earned because, you know, Woody and Buzz, they haven't spent enough time on screen together. This film doesn't show enough of their friendship to really make you feel as emotional. I know I said this wasn't a review, but it's basically turned into one, sort of, but then I'm also just talking about Spike and Whitey. Oh, speaking of Spike and Whitey, they have a leader, and that leader is... He sends shivers down my spine just saying his name. Just thinking about him gives me goosebumps, which I will not show you because I don't know. And when he shows up, you better not say anything you regret. He'll munch you like a bloody Dorito. I'm talking about the Boswailer.
The Persuader.
And his voice could send chills down the spine of the most heartless man on earth. Just listen to this incredibly booming voice.
Yeah, in a much higher voice. The Persuader's alive, Spike. You'll be singing like a tea kettle. Ha! Good one, Persuader.
Oh, truly nerve-wracking. Also, they give out the most insulting nicknames. When Spike and Whitey give you a nickname, you may as well just stop talking to everyone because you will be bullied for the rest of your life. That's the only thing that people will refer to you as, and it's just terrible.
Who have we got here?
I believe he said his name was Millicent Bystander.
Millicent.
Roddy, I'm sorry, mate, but from now on, you're just going to be known as Millicent Bystander. I don't even know what that means or what the joke is. I guess the joke is just that they misheard him. I don't know. But I'm sorry, Millicent Bystander. That's your name from now on, mate. I do apologise. Okay, I don't know if this video is 10 minutes. I'm so annoyed that it stopped showing the timer. But yeah, I guess it's a good time to end it. Please like, subscribe, check out my Twitter, check out my Instagram. I've been Mild Brown Man. He's been my only friend. And Stay away from the Boswhaler.